Good evening. Thanks for being here tonight. It's the first major storm of the fall season, and it is bearing down on Vancouver Island tonight. There's a system churning offshore that's packing winds up to 120 kilometers an hour and as much as 100 millimeters of rain as well. It already has hit Haida Gwaii, where a section of highway has been closed. Northern Vancouver Island may be hit next. And tonight there are wind warnings posted along eastern Vancouver Island and on the Sunshine Coast. We get more on the fall weather from our Gord Kurbis.
The forecast was for high winds, and that's exactly what hammered the North Island all day today. The oceanfront south of Campbell River was looking more like the west coast of the island, but it still wasn't enough to deter these treasure hunters visiting from 100 Mile House.
Oh, my daughters and I have come for a few-day holiday just to spend some time together.
In the sun?
In the sun. We moved up there to get rid of this rain.
But they were amongst the few brave ones. Most doing any storm watching were doing it from their vehicles.
Checking out the ocean and looking at birds, you know, it's a nice place to have a lunch.
Well, we'll come down here just to watch the waves and the surf.
Just to watch the waves?
Yeah, well, you betcha.
A little bit of a date.
Yeah.
You betcha, yeah.
Gusty winds made doing anything more difficult today. Even the birds were giving up flying, deciding instead it would be easier to walk. The elements were especially difficult for those trying to work outside.
It's warm, but it's windy and rainy, but it's warm at least, so it's not too bad.
With winds expected to grow towards a peak of around 120 kilometers per hour tonight, the Shaw technician is trying to get his work done up in the bucket before it's too late.
Oh yeah, it gets too windy this afternoon. It'll be too windy, I think, so trying to get what we can done this morning, and that'll be it.
The wind and rain hitting the North Island is part of a larger system that's closing sections of highways up on Haida Gwaii. There's also a danger of BC ferries down here could be disrupted. But the weather outside is making for great business inside, especially for stores that handle all-weather clothing.
From the minute we opened the door, the rain gear has been going crazy.
Does business get better when the weather gets worse?
Well, unfortunately, yeah. It's I don't like the bad weather, but I love the sales we get when we get the bad weather, so we all sort of pray for it at this time of year.
Tonight, those high winds are expected to also be accompanied by heavy rainfalls, as much as 200 millimeters for the central and northern coast. The perfect weather for those new boots. In Campbell River, Gord Kurbis, A News.